Hi, it's Heather Gibson with Big Hearted Breeders, and we're back here in the kitchen making a recipe that a lot of cat breeders call glop. I know, it's a crazy name, but it works really well for newborn kittens when you're kind of struggling with having their calories up or they're not eating well with their mom. So I already warmed up the bone broth, and I'm gonna put it here in the bowl. I really love this warmer. I bought it off of Amazon. I can see if I can find it again and throw it in the show notes, but it's Sakura. And I put my hot chocolate in this as well, and it's just a great way to mix up what you want for the cats so you don't have to put it in the microwave. It warms it up without getting those waves that can kind of damage the nutrients. So I've got that here, it's nice and warm. We're gonna add in an unflavored pack of gelatin. Just kind of stick this in here, shake it around. So the unflavored gelatin looks like this. I bought that at Walmart, but you can get it almost anywhere, including online. The Kettle and Fire bone broth, I actually went straight to them to buy. I'm sure you could find it at a Whole Foods. You can also get a different brand at your local Walmart or anywhere. You can even use water instead. So I put a cup of that in, and then this, I went to the bone broth because I felt like it had more nutrients for our kittens. So once you have it all the way mixed up and that is mixed in, then we're gonna go ahead and add our other ingredients. We've got Karo syrup. So this helps keep the blood glucose levels at the right level. So when they're first born, sometimes it's hard for them to regulate the amount of sugar they have, and they can get a little bit on the low side, and then they don't eat and they don't respond as well. So I'm putting in 1 tablespoon of this, and then I know this is gonna sound crazy, but I'm gonna put in 1 tablespoon of mayo. And you use the full fat mayo, and the reason why we put in the mayo is to give it a little bit more fat to it. And I learned this from my good friend Bonnie Brooks, who breeds Tonkinese cats just like I do. She's been a great mentor for me. Just gonna add that in, get a little fat in. So you do want the full fat version. This version is actually the olive oil, which I like to use with, at my house for eating, but it's better to have the full fat with your cats. And we're gonna mix those two in. And because it's hot, it kind of melts everything in for you. So the mayo, while still chunky, does kind of mix in better. Okay, now we're gonna add in the goat's milk. Now, usually I used to be able to find this at Walmart or any grocery store really easily. Lately, it's been harder to find. I'm not sure why. So I ordered a whole box off of Amazon, so I have some on hand when I need it. And it's just a great replacement for the milk for the babies. So I don't know if you can see this very well, but we've got a liquidy consistency here with some chunking at the top. So I'm gonna keep working on the chunking just a little bit. But this goes in the fridge. I usually will keep it in the fridge for about a week and a half or so, and then I wanna switch it out. If I have a big litter, I might make a double batch of this, and I'll show you how to feed it in just a minute with the kitten. The last ingredient for this is Patri's GastroPro Plus. Now I already popped this out of the packet. Remember to only do that right before you're gonna use it, because the probiotics and the prebiotics start to degrade as soon as they come out of that packet. So a lot of the probiotics, prebiotics that you see now will come in a big jar, and it's just, as soon as you open that, you're just not having the same effect that you could if right when you open it. So the GastroPro Plus from Patri, which I will put in the notes below about how to get a coupon code for that. but it's also got digestive enzymes and herbs in it. So I've been training with a vet in Texas, and God, I'm just learning so much, and found out how good that can be, especially for tummies with issues, to have those digestive enzymes in them. So that's it. It looks, like I was saying, kind of chunky on the top, and you can see specks of brown from the GastroPro Plus. And you can whisk it up a little bit more to get more of it out. But you're gonna end up with something that's not completely consistent, and that's okay. You just want it as mixed as you can. And then this goes in the fridge, or if you've got kittens to feed right then, you can go ahead and do it right then. I love to do it in a bowl that has a lid so that I can seal it and put it away. But we'll be right back with showing how to feed a kitten Glop. So we're ready to feed a kitten, and this is not a newborn kitten, obviously. This cute little Balinese kitten is about 12 weeks old. This is old style Balinese. What they look like more a lot of years ago, before breeders started to kind of breed out some of the traits that these guys have. But I love this look, so I go ahead and breed this way. So when you're breeding a newborn kitten, one of the main principles you need to know is you want to keep all 4 paws on the ground. And you really only want to syringe feed if it's really a last resort. Because the best thing they can do is get mother's milk, where they get that good colostrum and everything in it. And so we're gonna go ahead and practice on this baby. I like to hold it like this. And sometimes they don't know what's coming. So I kind of get their head and then just stick it in the side of their mouth, and then go ahead and put it in slowly. And see, he's getting it. He's like, oh, this is good. I like this. But you'll notice that I've got all 4 paws on the ground. And then when you kind of make this ring around the head with your one hand, it helps out a lot. I also really like having my thumb back here on the end. I feel like I have more control when I'm putting the liquid in. So with a baby kitten, I would try and get normally 2 syringes of this down. But I really go off of them. When they start to pull back, I don't make him keep going. So we're gonna see if it wants it just from a bowl now, because you're kind of old. You probably don't need it that way, huh? This is Heather Gibson with Big Hearted Breeders. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.